Well, Vitaly, folks.
Vitaly, he's
Okay.
having a really rough time. For those of you who aren't aware, Vitaly went and nuisance streamed in the Philippines. He was on one. He was stealing hats from security guards. He was hassling the police. He was terrifying old ladies. He was just walking into McDonald's and cooking himself a meal on the back in the grill, pretending to be a health inspector. Like crazy shit. Turns out the Philippines doesn't fuck around. Turns out the Philippines is about law and order, buddy. And they refuse to deport Vitaly to either the United States or Russia. They've been holding him in a Filipino prison, which we showed on some of the clips we've done in the past is like hell.
Oh,
It's
worse.
hell.
It is hell
buddy.
on earth, bros.
And right now he's being held for 3 years before he even gets his trial, because the wheels of justice turn very slow in the Philippines and it's super corrupt. Legal Mindset has been doing incredible coverage on both this
Great job.
and the Johnny Somali trial. Today, he gave a little bit of an update, so I wanted to share that with you guys. He's giving us a insider scoop on how Vitaly's holding up in prison.
Okay, let's check it out.
Hey everyone, Legal Mindset here. Wanted to give you an update on the.
By the way, it's so funny where it's just like, yeah, he's in jail, he's suffering, from the vacation balcony.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like
from the resort.
Shan hits. He's having a good time, but he's having a good time.
It's really funny.
Vitaly situation, because we have some new news. Of course, I'm on vacation, but because that's something that Vitaly and Somali cannot do at all right now. I figured it's a good time.
It's 5-star days, Vitaly and Johnny Somali. You wish you could be on the balcony smoking fine cigars and drinking cocktails, but you're locked up in a cell, bitch.
I hope there's some sadistic guard in the prison who comes up to this cell with his phone and goes, watch this video. Hey, Vitaly, watch this video. And he shows them the updates.
Oh, no.
Time to give a quick update, especially since there's a little bit of misinformation out there and also some new news to update people on, which I've just come into possession of today. So I can now disclose to you more information about Vitaly, some of which I've been holding on for a while, some of which I've been keeping in the pocket, and some of which came out today. So, of course, Vitaly is still in the Philippines. He has not been deported to the U.S. or to Russia or really to anywhere pending his trial, which is expected to take 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3
Isn't
years?
that crazy? Isn't it crazy, though? Like, every time I hear that, I can hardly even believe it. They just won't devote any resources to it at all. They're just forcing him to stop. This is why you don't travel to these third world countries. And if you do, don't f around.
Best behavior. Best behavior, bros.
Hopefully people fucking learn.
Yeah.
But
to get to the trial, at which point he will be sentenced. The expectation is at least a couple years. Now, some people have said it could be up to 31 years. I don't think that's going to be the case. I, in fact, think that it'll be a smaller amount of.
People are saying it could be as many as 31 years.
Listen.
31 years?
30.
Oh, no! 31 years?
That's crazy.
Oh, he's going to be a fucking grandpa by the time he gets it. Listen, if he gets 31 years, he's not going to leave alive.
No.
I even think he's not going to make it 3 years in there. Because people in chat are saying, like, in a prison meant to house 800 inmates, they have 3,800 people in there.
Oh,
like almost 5 times.
Even if it's 2 years,
capacity.
Even if it gets 2 years, Ashton, that's minimum 5 years. Oh my God!
In a Filipino prison in the sweltering, humid heat with no air conditioning, no fan, nothing, the worst food you could possibly imagine, the diseases in there, the hygiene in there. it's going to be horrible.
Oh, no protein shakes.
Time, a lesser amount of time. However, I think it will be a significant amount of time. I don't think it's going to be, 6 months. I think a year, 2 years, 3 years would be enough, particularly since he was pending.
Buddy, 3 years plus 6 years in a Filipino prison for him.
You can't, man. If they give him the max sentence, I would be like, oh man, like I
and
think
young A-Log says the only protein shakes he'll be getting are in the shower.
Oh,
ooh, soft Vitaly.
With the Filipino spice in there.
2 years in jail and another year or two, I think that would be sufficient, but we'll see what he ultimately gets. So a lot of people have been talking about
sufficient. He's the judge of it. I'll be satisfied with that. Just 4 or 5 years of endless suffering and torment. Yeah, I think that's about right. More life legal, sucker.
What do you think Vitaly's thinking right now?
Well, we're going to get a little bit of insight into how it's been going.
Okay.
Potentially delivering food to Vitaly, saying that they're going to bring him food, they're going to hook him up. That is absolutely not happening. I can confirm that Vitaly is not.
His fans and family and shit?
Yes. They're like, we're going to get him food. Don't worry. We're going to support him. They're not allowing Vitaly any food. People have come with deliveries of Jollibee, deliveries of rice and chicken, and the guards won't let them give it to Vitaly.
Jollibee.
The Jollibee.
By the way, not like American prison where you could eventually save up to buy a PS2, and you're playing Grand Theft Auto in your cell, or you have this books or whatever. Everybody's get nothing
shit about the Jollibee.
That's funny.
But Legal Mindset says Jollibee in the video. That's why I said it.
Oh, is that why?
They brought him
Jollibee. Getting food runs from supporters. There are some crazy supporters out there that do indeed support Vitaly.
Like you could buy a PS2 in American prison. I've seen like videos of them with PS5s.
I've seen that in like Norwegian prison.
Really?
Breivik went on hunger strike. The shooter that killed like 80 people, the Nazi shooter. No. He went on hunger strike because they only gave him a PS2 and he wanted a PS3. And he was upset because seriously, like the Norwegian prisons. And he was rattled because they'd only let him play Rayman and E for Everyone games like Rayman and Crash Bandicoot that he said were for babies and not stimulating enough.
Oh, no.
Despite all of his insanity.
Being allowed a PS2 when you're a mass killer is nuts.
Murderer. Like,
what the?
They have a TV in there with fucking PlayStation 2. It's like, man, these motherfuckers, some of them in Norwegian prison are living better than just like everyday Americans.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But he is not getting food. There's a lot of reasons for that. First of all, his aunties, his haters, could bring him tainted food. And if they just allowed any food...
Oh, that's why,
I mean, it does make sense.
It makes sense. It actually makes sense.
Imagine going to the point of A-logging, where you bring somebody poisoned food in jail.
Poison Jollibees?
Poison Jollibees, or you lace the Jollibees with laxatives so they shit themselves and get beaten to death by the other inmates for stinking. Oh, no.
Well, then he could get poisoned. And, of course, they're not going to be able to test the food. They can't run tests on every piece of food, every sandwich, every burger, every piece of spaghetti or Jollibee that gets brought into Vitaly. So because of that, and because they can't really do anything to test that, they are absolutely not allowing food to be brought in. And that's something that is not happening right now. If it does change, or if there's some sort of circumstance that we get knowledge of, we'll let you know, but that is not happening as of date.
Wow.
The other thing is Vitaly is having a really bad time in prison.
Well, I thought, like...
You don't say, right? Whoa, breaking news. The sky is blue. Water is wet. Vitaly is having a bad time in Filipino prison. Now, he's having a really, really bad time. Legal Mindset will tell us here.
Okay.
I can now tell you that he is having reactions. He is having arrhythmias. People are speculating in the prison.
He's having arrhythmias, which is an irregular heartbeat. So he's having serious cardiovascular problems in the prison now.
Oh no.
Either because he's coming off of drugs or maybe he's coming off of steroids.
Yeah.
Probably steroids, right?
Or both.
Which
mixture.
he even basically admitted that he was taking not even a few months ago.
Oh no.
So he's having serious problems in there. Suffer, Vitaly.
He might die.
And this may be due to withdrawal, whether that's from drugs or steroids or whatever else, but he is having severe or intense health issues, which we're going to follow up on, but they're not going to release him for that. They're taking care of that in the hospital.
You're not getting released for anything. You're going to die in here.
Oh no.
He's of course not going to die. He'll be fine. But
okay, you can't really say he's not gonna die.
You know?
You don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean he's not gonna die?
Yeah,
This is
doctor,
the
legal
fucking
mindset.
literal hell on earth Filipino prison. Holy.
Okay.
He's not going well in jail. So it may be that he was on substances or hopped up on some sort of steroid or something.
We saw the coke on his nose. His buddy or speed or meth or whatever the fuck it was. Like, let's come on.
Something else that was changing his.
I hate that we're the only show who's just like, no, they're on drugs, right?
Yeah.
Like, Ash, like every other show's like, we don't know, and I'm like, we're like zooming in. The powder's right there. The powder's right there.
Brain chemistry is just
Obviously
making
high.
Demon time or go crazy. We're going to have to see that as it goes. But of course, I'm going to keep you posted on all updates of Vitaly, whether that's the court case, whether that's his health, the jail. And we're still working on to see if we can get some footage from inside the jail. If we can do that, that'd be great. I also.
Okay.
He's got a crack crew of cameramen in the Philippines that are going to film Vitaly in the cell.
I almost spit my coffee out. You pay a Filipino guard to like film
be
secretly.
great.
That'd be great.
If we could get some footage of this guy suffering, that'd be great. Can you bring it to me? Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god.
So we'll have an interview on Friday. I'm not sure when it'll be published, but I'll be doing it on Friday with Eric with a big media account. So we'll be giving you updates from that as it goes. Until then, guys, catch you next time.
All right,
back
guys.
to my vacation.